Hey guys, KRX50 here with another review. This time I'll be reading the deluxe Golden and Silver Ringo Lock Seeds Kamen Malus Kamuro set from Kamen Gaim. This is a special set made to tie in with Geki Joban Kamen Gaim, Great Soccer Battle Golden Fruits Cup, the summer movie for Gaim. And so this is a starter set for the two movie exclusive riders. This set includes a few things, 2 lock seeds and 2 faceplates. And so, like with the last 2-pack, we'll take a look at these one half at a time, starting with the Kamen Malus half. So the first part of it is the Golden Ringo Lock Seed. This is LS Gold and is a golden apple. So as these are unique and made for the movie, these 2 lock seeds are stylized differently than other lock seeds, though these are the regular type of lock seed. For starters, the base body has a front half that is gunmetal gray paint, and the back half is clear black plastic. For the Golden Ringo Lock Seed, the unlocking switch and lock hanger are in metallic red plastic, and for both of these, the button on the back is silver. The other thing to note is that, unlike other deluxe lock seeds, these ones have the front plate done in chrome. And so for this one it's gold chrome, though with a unique pattern on it in metallic red paint. The other thing about this is that this is actually not accurate, as looking at scans, both of these in the movie, or at least the prop versions, are done with metallic paint rather than chrome. And it is troublesome because of how this is basically a very smooth, kind of flat chrome, so it's very reflective, almost like a mirror. And so the other part of it is the Kamen Malus faceplate. This has a red background with the front half of Malus' helmet, which is primarily gold, as well as his pattern. So switching on this, we'll get confirmation sound. And for the button on the back, you get 2 sounds which are only available on these 2 lock seeds at retail. That being the crack opening closing sounds, and I mentioned retail because you can also get these sounds through the premium lock seed sets, or at least from what I know, the lock seed sets for Bravo and Grion and the lock seed set for Knuckle and Kurokage. I don't know about other premium Bandai lock seeds, but that'll just be something for the future. The other thing to keep in mind is that these are the only ones just available through normal retail that have these sounds. And so you also have the unlocking sound. And one thing to notice is that while there is this chrome on the front, there are parts that are left both without chrome and without paint, so the light kind of shines around it, which is a nice effect. So bring in the Sengoku driver, attach the faceplate, and you get the European style sounds. And so we can use the Golden Ringo Lock Seed to transform. And so with that, the transformation into Kamen Malus Golden Arms is complete. So the first thing to note about this is how the inside parts was supposed to be a clear gold plastic, but the light it uses is red, which creates a nice contrast, or at least an interesting contrast. So for the top we have the sliced open apple, and because this is a golden apple, the inside color is fairly close to the inside of a real apple. And on the bottom we have a pair of arms weapons, a sword and shield called the Swordbringer and Apple Reflector, along with his pattern just like on the faceplate. So first we have his 3 belt measures.
Come on, golden gosh. Come on, golden ore. Come on, golden sparky.
Then we can take off the belt and use it with the Muso Saber.
Golden charge. Golden power. Golden power.
Now, similar to the Blood Orange Lock Seed, because the phrases for this are so long when attached to the saber sounds go off before these phrases can complete,
Golden power.
which is kind of one of the things that was a bit of an oversight when designing this, but it isn't too much of a bother. Then you can take this off.
Lock on.
And get the bonus sound using the Genesis core. So then just wait a little bit. Then you can switch this back on and move on to the Kamuro half. So the first part of that is the Silver Ringo Lock Seed. This is Ella Silver and is a silver apple. So this has the same base style for the most part, though instead of metallic red we have metallic blue for the unlocking switch and the hanger part. And you'll notice that for the golden Ringo it's the push back type, while for Silver Ringo it's the push up type. You've also got a different pattern around or on the front part in metallic blue, and then the back half is identical. You also have his faceplate, which has a blue background, with his helmet, which is mostly silver. You'll notice that is very similar to Gaim's helmet. That's because Malus and Kamuro are respectively retools of Baron and Gaim, though for Malus they gave him a more original head design, whereas Kamuro is basically Gaim's helmet with a little bit of modification. I'll leave this part here, which is a crest that you can only really see from the front, rather than the side angle. You also have his pattern, which is different from Malus's. So, switching on, we get the confirmation sound. And this one also has the crack opening and closing sounds, as well as the unlocking sound. So then, bring in the single driver, we'll put on this one. And as he's a retool of Gaim, we get the Japanese style sounds. So then we can use the Silver Ringo Lock Seed to transform. So like with the golden Ringo Lockseed, for the silver Ringo, we have clear silver plastic, but a blue light that creates a contrast. So for this one, we have same pattern for the top part, but in silver instead of gold. Then the bottom half, we have his arms weapon, a staff called the Soginjo, along with his pattern. So then we have his 3 belt finishers. Then we're going to take this off. And do its finishers with the Muso Saber. And we'll take a look at its bonus sound with the Genesis Core. So the 2 bonus sounds in these are similar but different. And it's significant because what they say are respectively kin and gin, which are the Japanese words for gold and silver. And of course we can also use these in combination with each other. Then switch them around. And then we can just take them both off. And set aside the belt. So overall, this is quite a nice set. It is pretty interesting that for the summer movie, instead of getting 1 new rider, we get 2. Although it was rather cost-effective to just make them both apples so as to somewhat save costs on designing these Lockseeds. At the same time, they did give them very different sounds. And there is just a lot of contrast between these two. Besides just the colors, you will have noticed that the Golden Ringo Lockseed has a very deep voice, where the Silver Ringo Lockseed has a very high voice. And while we don't get any new sounds out of these faceplates, they are still very nicely designed. And they do, create that accuracy when using them with these lock seeds. As both these riders don't have any arms changes, and these are the only riders to use these lock seeds, so it is good to be able to have this accuracy. They have nice sounds and they have a nice style to them. And while I have said, well, I did say earlier that the chrome is a little bit troublesome and not accurate, it's still a nice touch, and that shine does make them nice to look at. At least when you're not looking at them from, straight on and then you see your reflection. And the other thing about this is because these are movie exclusive, it's likely that this is probably going to be the only way you're going to be able to get these, as I doubt they'll release these as Kenny or Gashapon. That's because they will want to, keep these kind of special for the movie. And with Kamen ending rather soon, it doesn't look like we will be getting these in any other form. So if you like either of these riders, or like them both, or just even like these lock seeds, then this is a worthwhile purchase, as of course these are new lock seeds. They have a new style to them, as well as new faceplates, so that you can properly roleplay as either Kamen Malus or Kamen Kamuro. So, like I said, definitely worth to pick up if this is something you're into, or rather if this is something that appeals to you. So, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check my channel for more videos. And for now, this is Chaotic Activity, riding off.